Hello everyone, I am the host of the YouTube channel WANG YIBO ENGSUB. Nice to meet you again. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the hottest news of the day. And here's today's news. WANG YIBO, the Wind Rises Luoyang Spring and Autumn Dao plans are revealed, and the last 3 episodes reverse their polarities. Wind from Luoyang is coming to an end, the last 3 episodes are reversed. This week, the suspense drama Wind Up Luoyang will come to an end, and there are only 3 episodes left to be aired. From the beginning of the broadcast to the present, the plot of The Wind Rises Luoyang has been subverting, guessing one by one. Now that the end is approaching, the plot has finally revealed all the cards. In the last episode of last week, many people were bored, wondering if the plot is going to be unfinished. How come the whole family is explaining? In fact, the plot was laying out the conditions before the final battle, explaining everyone's current situation. Liu Shilang finally moved Chunhe, and the two decided to face the crisis together. Baili Hongyi and Liu Ran are of the same mind. Before Baili Hongyi and Liu Ran were newly married, they were still in the running. In period, each of them led to the subsequent risk, taking several times. Although Liu Ran was reckless, Baili Hongyi didn't communicate with her either. On the eve of the war, Baili Hongyi was primarily worried about Liu Ran's safety. Liu Ran unhesitatingly supported her husband. The two finally treated each other frankly, and the husband and wife worked together in the future. Gao Bingzhu was in the old house in Badwell and influenced Qing Ye, the killer of Chunqiu Dao. Beiqi and Shen Fei are dead. Siyue and Baili Hongyi each lose a loyal arm. In the future, we will fight alone. Baili Kuanren surrendered and lived in the prison of the Neiwei Mansion. Yu decided to take over as the son of Chu, and at the same time mastered Neiwei and Lianfang, out of the control of the King of Jin. Judging from the situation of these people, Chunqiu Dao's method is when people are the most helpless and hesitant, lure people to go to the dead, and then be used by them. Chunhe was abducted by Chunqiu Dao to work as a prostitute because Liu's family couldn't tolerate it. Because Beiqi was dissatisfied with his beloved Siyue, he fell in love with Gao Bingzhu and was used by the Spring and Autumn Road. Baili Kuanren couldn't enter the dynasty because of his own defects, and he was dissatisfied and joined the Dao of Spring and Autumn. This is what the folks often say, learning well is not easy, but learning bad is going to slip away. There are also 16 knights who have been trained to be killers since they were young. They couldn't turn their heads back because of too much blood on their hands. What Chunqiu Dao grasps is the handle of people's hearts. But as long as the knot is resolved, people like Chunhe and Qing Ye are variables. The ultimate battle, Baili versus Baili. Yu told Baili Hongyi that he, Baili Kuanren and the former prince, were close friends. Both the former prince and Baili Kuanren rebelled, indicating that Yu was also in the same group. Baili Kuanren took the initiative to be caught by Yu and moved to the prison of the Neiwei Mansion. It may be convenient for the two to collude. The most dangerous place is also the safest place. Yu will never let Baili Hongyi tell Baili Kuanren is still alive. But the sage told Baili Hongyi that Yu had already told Baili Kuanren that it was Chunqiu Dao. Baili Hongyi heard the problem. There is an important prop reminder in the play, which is the 9 links that Baili Kuanren give to Baili Hongyi. To blow up heaven, Chunqiu Road set up 3 explosion sites, and also set up explosives in Hongjiakong. Hongjiakong was bombed, but the grain had been smuggled away. Then use the stolen grain to distribute grain to the people of God capital, so that Chunqiu Dao slowly implants in people's hearts. 1 link is the same as 9 links. And Bailian also mentioned 9 links before his death. Baili Kuanren, who designed all this, will most likely end up being solved by his younger brother Baili Hongyi. Baili Kuanren also wanted to put a lock on his younger brother. Although Baili Kuanren knew that Baili Hongyi lacked heart and lungs, he was still worried. He is extreme and narrow-minded, and his elders named him lenient, hoping that he would be more kind. Baili Hongyi is extremely smart and his elders named him Hongyi, hoping that he will not be superficial. Baili Hongyi has been loved by his grandfather and his father since he was a child. But the narrow-minded Baili Kuanren was not jealous of his younger brother. Instead, some other ideas came up. Baili Kuanren wants to use this smart brother who lacks heart and lungs. Take this useful brain as your own. So he was indifferent even when his biological father was killed by his accomplices. It happened that this younger brother was left behind. In order to impress Baili Hongyi, Baili Kuanren even wore a silver crown and brocade robe very similar to Baili Hongyi when he returned home. Hope to evoke his brother's memory. Stepping on the most helpless moment of Baili Hongyi after Shen Fei's death, bring Zhongqiu's messenger to him and let him avenge Grandpa and Shen Fei with his own hands. The purpose is to push Baili Hongyi to the end of the world. But Baili Hongyi, who has lost his father's blessing and Liu Ran in his heart,
has now joined the world. And with teammates Gao Bingzhu and Wu Xiu, they were not bewitched to kill twice. Baili Kuanren has Chunqiu Dao, Wu Yuju's inner guard and Lianfang. Baili Hongyi has teammates Gao Bingzhu and Wu Xiu. Next week, see the high IQ Baili Jie, the final battle.